What's up guys, this is Yasa. Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Yasa's Fit Frag, and today I'm going to talk about the best 5 releases from Aafiya perfumes. I've spoken a lot about their perfumes, maybe about 20-25 or even more than that if I remember. So I'm picking the best 5 from all the 25 or 30 that I've spoken about this particular brand till date. Okay, that means these are must tries for you from my personal recommendation according to my taste. Okay, so coming in at number 5 is Theodorus, which I have reviewed separately. You can check the full review obviously, so I am not going into every detail in today's video. Today's video is only about the top 5 personal picks, personal favorite that I would highly recommend for you guys from this particular brand. So Theodorus is an inspired version of Xerjoff Italica, which is a sweet fragrance, and I'm not personally a huge fan of sweet fragrance these days. Over the years, I've lost taste towards sweet fragrances, but doesn't mean that I don't use sweet fragrances at all. I do combine them, and especially I wear them in the winter seasons. And when I don't like too sweet fragrance, I generally apply them at the back of my shirt because I'm sure the people around me are going to love it. And the reason I'm recommending it is because I've got great reactions from some of the sweet fragrances that I've worn from other people, because obviously sweet fragrances smell very appealing in the air to others, though I don't enjoy smelling it on myself, but it smells fantastic in the air. So this is one of them. Like I said, Theodorus is an inspired version of Xerjoff Italica. So I'll tell you how exactly it smells. If you have passed by a cookie store in a mall, okay, you get that sweet toffee, sweet caramel, that beautiful sweet cookies with some cashew nut roasted smell. That is exactly what you get here. You may not specifically feel that roasted cashew nut, but you will definitely feel that toffee. You'll definitely get that sweetness of cookies. And this is a beast mode, guys. I use it only during the winters, especially when I'm going outdoors, okay? Not anywhere else, because this is an atom bomb in projection, and I don't recommend this for indoors, at least not overspraying. Do not go more than 3 sprays if you still want to use it indoors, because this performs like a beast. It projects like 5 to 6 feet away, and it lasts a good 12 hours on your skin or clothes, wherever you use. But the projection is monstrous, guys. This can project like 5-6 feet for the first 1 hour, and then it slightly slows down and comes around 2 to 3 feet in the second and third hour. Overall, it still projects about 3 hours, and lasting is easily 11 to 12 hours. So I hope you understood what kind of smell this is. Sweet toffee, just like the cookie store that you pass by in a mall. Okay, beautiful fragrance. Though I'm not a huge fan of sweet fragrance these days, I'm still recommending that because I still use it in the winters when I go outdoors. Number 4 is Damascus. This is their private blend and is one of the best sweet fragrances that I've tried till date. It's not exactly sweet. When I say sweet, don't get me wrong. It doesn't go in the feminine direction. This also doesn't go in the feminine direction. It's just that I've started my liking towards, obviously fresh and aquatic is still there, but otherwise I like slightly spicy, woody, slightly smoky, incensey, that kind of fragrance. So with that taste that I have, these are slightly sweeter. Do not consider it as overly sweet. Okay, now Damascus is also a sweet fragrance, but it is not overly done. It doesn't smell feminine. This is one of the best sweet fragrances that I've tried. It has the beautiful orange note with Damascus rose, some bit of cloves in the opening, and that combination is perfectly done, guys. You have to try this one because I would highly recommend this. Imagine that I'm picking these 5 from the overall 30 plus fragrances that I've tried. So from my recommendation, I would still suggest this one. You have to try it. It smells very unique. It doesn't smell like any fragrance, and that's why I'm praising it. And I've got compliments each time I wore this. Okay, in the base you would get a nice vanilla and sandalwood. Overall, a fantastic formulation. Do not try it in the summers. Okay, I'm sure some guys just randomly use fragrance and then they complain saying, I smell this, that. Okay, you need to understand which fragrance to use for what weather and for what occasion. That is very, very important, because it's just like how you wear clothes. You cannot wear a beach dress to office and then expect compliments from people, or people to feel that you are the best dressed person in that area or that place. Okay, As simple as that. You cannot wear the wrong fragrance to the wrong place or the wrong occasion and then say, I got bad reaction. That's your stupidity, man. So this I would recommend only in the winters. Outdoors or indoors, I leave that to you. But fantastic blend, guys. I told you what kind of notes blending this is. Fantastic. You have to try this one. It is another great performer because I get compliments even in the 4th hour, especially when I'm indoors. I don't get compliments with this when I'm outdoors. I get compliments when I'm sitting in a place for quite some time, like 15-20 minutes, and then suddenly somebody comes in and they're, oh, is that your fragrance? That smells really nice. Which is that? So that kind of reaction is what I get with this one. Okay, fantastic. And it performs really great. 11 to 12 hours of lasting is what I get with 3 to 4 hours of projection. Now coming into number 3 is Tobacco Oud by Aafiya Perfumes again. The reason I am praising this is because this is the only Tobacco Oud inspired version that I loved more than the original. Okay, I did have the decant of the original. I remember showing it side by side in my full review. The original is okay. Obviously the oud is more heavy in the original. It is more powerful. This is more refined, more smooth, more easy to wear. The original is not easy to wear. You can watch Jeremy's fragrance. He even said that he gets negative reactions with Tom Ford's Tobacco Oud sometimes when he wears it. That is exactly what I'm trying to point out here. You won't get negative reactions here. Obviously the performance is better in the original. I'm not trying to say that this performs better than the original, but the formulation is perfectly done. I wish this was the original. Okay, I wouldn't praise every damn fragrance, but this one I just cannot help it, guys. This is better than the original in my personal opinion because this is very smooth, very easy to wear, very appealing. I generally layer this with Ajmal's Attar Shake, which is a BR540 blend with an added musk note. I apply that on my skin and I apply this one on my clothes. And trust me, guys, this is a fantastic combination. I'm not really suggesting that you have to combine fragrances, but I do that sometimes. And this is one of the best combinations that I've seen. I did it twice and I got compliment twice. Okay, from my colleagues, obviously. One was a VP. He said that he could smell me from 4 feet distance because he was sniffing around and I was like 4 feet away. He said, I knew it's yours and it smells nice. Okay, that's the kind of comments or compliments that I get with these two. Okay, even if you go with just this one, I think it still works wonders. Fantastic blend. Okay, I love this more than the original and you got to trust me here. I'm not just bluffing it up. I rarely say that, but this one, honestly, you got to believe me. Number 2 is an ether from Aafiya Perfumes, and I've spoken a lot about this in the single review, I mean the full review as well. This is Amber Muattak, and I suggest you that you try this only in the ether form because some blends are always best when you try it in the oil form, because when ethanol or alcohol gets mixed with it, they don't really give that full feel of the overall formulation. So Amber Muattak is something that I would suggest that you try it only in the ether form. And trust me, guys, from all the amber fragrance or all the amber athers or perfume oil that I've tried, this stays on top even now. Okay, the formulation is fantastic. I've never seen an amber attar which has the beautiful dark chocolate with the light smoky vibe. The dark chocolate that I'm talking about is something that you get in brownie or along with vanilla ice cream. So when you order that and it comes on your table, there is a slight smoky feel with that ice cream with it. That is the exact feel that I get here with the amber note, and that is definitely a creativity in my opinion, and Aafiya has nailed it. This is the best amber ether that I've tried till date, and you have to try this one. A little expensive, I believe. I think 3 ml is around 650 or 850. I don't remember. You can watch my full review in my Hindi channel. I would highly recommend this. Again, do not try it in the summers and then say that you didn't like it, it smelled bad on you, blah blah. Somebody said it smells like this. Obviously in hot weathers these are not meant to create wonders. These smell fantastic in the winters. Again, it depends on whether it suits your personality and whether it suits your skin chemistry. So I really cannot comment on that, but you have to experiment sometimes to understand what fragrances suits you the best. At number 1 is Black Saffron, which is Byrodose inspired version. I've spoken about this so many times in my channel, English, Hindi, everything. And I would still say that this is the best release of Aafiya in my opinion. because I did try black saffron inspired version from 2 other brands as well. I think one was Perfume Depot, the other one was from Killer Root series. I still feel nothing beats this, guys. Nothing beats this. I did not try the original, I'll be very honest, but I doubt whether I'm going to enjoy the original, because I've heard from few people that they did not like the original. But maybe the original is better, I'm not really sure. What if it is something like tobacco oud, right? I did have the decant of the original, but I still felt this is better. What if this is the same case here as well? I'm not really sure, but honestly speaking, every time I wear this, I get compliments. And I don't get compliments in the first 1 or 2 hours. I get compliments after 6 hours. I get compliment after 8 hours. And I've even got compliment with this in the 12th hour as well. Okay, though I go nose blind, but I think it has a great base note, a fantastic base note. When it blends with your skin chemistry, it's just magical on me. I don't know if you would have the same skin chemistry that I have, but surprisingly, this gives me compliments after few hours. Never in the first 2 to 3 hours, never. Okay, it's always the mid and base note that plays magic on my skin with this fragrance. Black saffron, highly recommended, but I'm giving you this cautious note that this may not be everybody's choice. Again, don't do the mistake of judging this in the first 2 to 3 hours, because I'm sure many wouldn't appreciate it, because when I show it to people directly, okay, tell me what's your opinion about this fragrance, and I just spray 1, 2 sprays, it's okay, not my kind. This is the reaction that I get from them when I directly spray this on them, okay? But it does magic on my skin after 4 to 5 hours, sometimes 6 hours, even 12 hours. It is a great performer, guys. It has to blend with your skin chemistry to create that magic. Now, this I'm talking about my personal skin chemistry, but it may have the same effect on you as well. Do not judge it in the first 2 to 3 hours of directly spraying and sniffing it. You might find it very simple, but I don't want to repeat it again. Now, if you do not know how exactly it smells, it has a bit of that rose note, but it is like slightly warm. There is some creaminess. There is a dark sort of saffron. There is patchouli. There is juniper berries. There is some bit of leathery accord. In the late dry down, you would also get that raspberry sort of sweetness, which is very subtle, hard to detect. So it's a combination of all these notes blending, and it is done to perfection in my opinion. Just that the first impression, when you smell it directly, you may not feel wow about it, but like I said, it does magic on your skin. It has to settle down on your skin, like say 5 to 6 hours. Doesn't matter whether you sense the smell or not, because you might go nose blind, but it does a great job on your skin, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I think this is the cheapest from all. This costs 50 ml. All are X3 the perform, and it costs around 2,000. The others are around 2,500 to 3,000. This is the cheapest of all again, and I'm highly recommending this one. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in case you've tried any of these. Comment down in the comment section. See you next time soon. Keep sharing the videos. Cheers.